Weather Xtreme video, the afternoon edition for Thursday, May 25th. I'm James Spann. What a refreshing day. Low humidity, no rain on radar, but we warm up quickly. We'll be close to 90 by the time the weekend begins, and rain will return at some point over the upcoming holiday weekend. So let's go in there and check things out. Water vapor satellite view. Deep trough over the eastern states beginning to lift out. Down below that, this is the visible satellite view. A few cumulus clouds over the northeastern half of the state with a cold air low up, but the air at the surface is very, very dry, and it feels very good. Temperatures only upper 60s and low 70s. We ought to be well up in the 80s here at the end of May. Those were taken early this afternoon. Most locations will see a high in the low to mid 70s today. And around the nation, you see that cool air over the east, also cool back in the northwestern states, but it's warming up over Texas, and again, we'll see 80s tomorrow and readings Saturday approaching 90. Watch warning map, things very quiet around the nation today. Red flag warnings for parts of the southwestern states for the possibility of wildfire dangers. Rain for the next 7 days, heaviest rain across the northern half of the state. And look at this, the new drought monitor came out this morning. That's the best looking map we have seen in many months. Only a couple of very small spots with a drought, a moderate drought in a small spot north of Tuscaloosa, one near Dothan, and that's it. Parts of the state abnormally dry, but we are in so much better shape, and that's fantastic news. Check the convective outlooks. This is for the rest of today and tonight. Marginal risk on the Atlantic coast and a slight risk, the standard risk for parts of the western high plains. Tomorrow, a risk of severe weather from near Denver to Cincinnati. Day 3, this is Saturday. This could be a pretty active day. We have an enhanced risk over Missouri, Arkansas, East Oklahoma. The larger risk running from the Rio Grande all the way to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. And we note in Alabama, we have a slight risk for extreme North Alabama, a marginal risk down to Hamilton and Vinemont and Fort Payne. And that's for the possibility of an organized band of storms dropping in here really after midnight Saturday night. The bulk of the day Saturday here should be dry. We'll talk about that as we go. Model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Upper trough is lifting out, the heights are coming up, and we start to warm up. Now, in the morning, it's going to feel great. We start the day in the 50s, but the high should be in the mid-80s, maybe upper 80s in spots. So back to where we should be for this time of the year. Saturday as the weekend begins. A surface low organizing across the southern plains, a chance of severe weather south and east of that. But for us, I think the day will be mostly dry. Just a very small chance of a shower. The high in the upper 80s. Some spots may be touching 90. This is the high-res NAM, valid Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, showing maybe a few small, very small showers over the Tennessee Valley. But again, I really think the bulk of the day will be dry. We'll go to the 12-kilometer NAM. This goes out 84 hours, and this is Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, and this is suggesting maybe a band of storms dropping here at that point. Again, the storms could arrive earlier than that. The SPC guys think the storms might arrive before 7 a.m. Sunday. That's the reason for that risk up there in the Tennessee Valley, but that would be well after midnight Saturday night. Here's a broader look at the synoptic scale on Sunday, back to the GFS. And again, I'm not so sure it really rains a lot on Sunday. This is suggesting the bulk of the day would be dry. We will mention a few scattered afternoon storms, no doubt about that, but it certainly looks like a good chunk of the day will be dry. And again, pretty warm, highs upper 80s. And then Monday, Memorial Day. This seems to be the day with a better coverage of showers and storms. I don't think it rains all day, but it's certainly going to rain a number of times if this verifies. And Monday's high would be closer to 80 with the clouds around. Now, Tuesday, the GFS doesn't really know where to stall the front. You know, we're getting into almost June here. This is where surface fronts come to die. And now this run suggests the front could be hanging up near the Tennessee border. And if this is right, the rain chance would extend into Tuesday statewide. Other runs have suggested a better chance of rain down across the southern counties of the state. So confidence here is fairly low. And then Wednesday, we do get into drier air. High should be in the 80s. And this is a week from today, Thursday, June 1st. Troughing over the northeastern states. And again, that looks fairly quiet, maybe a few scattered showers, probably nothing too heavy. This is the end of the forecast period, Sunday, June 4th. Good to see the heights about where they should be. No big heat ridge. Down below that looks kind of soupy. That's suggesting a chance of scattered showers and storms. Now, the numbers coming off the GFS, they're oscillating all over the board here. I don't think we see the swings as wild as this. It's got us down to 76 on Tuesday because of clouds and rain. Then it ramps it up to 94. Not so sure we see those extremes. I think highs should be mostly in the 80s next week, pretty close to average for this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.